The care aide reported she saw Mr. James Anderson fall while leaving the dining room after breakfast. Let's create an incident for Mr. Anderson. From Care Services, Incidents, in the Active View, click New. Let's complete the necessary items required. After you complete the new incident, click Save. You can see we are taken to the details section of the incident report. This is where information and facts known about the incident can be recorded. Let's complete the nursing description of the incident. It is important to obtain the resident's statement of the incident. However, if the resident cannot describe the incident, you can select the resident unable to give description checkbox. Mr. Anderson is interviewable and can describe the incident. Let's enter Mr. Anderson's statement. The next section you see is the description of actions taken. This is where you can document what actions were completed, for example, vital signs, assessment of the resident, and any first aid provided. Let's document the actions completed for Mr. Anderson. If the resident was taken to the hospital, you can select the resident taken to the hospital checkbox. This is the only way you can see hospital information for reporting purposes. After you complete the details of the actions taken, click Save and Next to advance to the next section of the incident report. Here you see the injuries section of the incident, where you can add any injuries noted at the time of the incident as well as later on if configured. Let's click New to add Mr. Anderson's injury. Mr. Anderson received a skin tear to his right forearm. After you complete the injury section of the incident, click Save. Within the injury section of the report, you can also document the level of pain, level of consciousness, mobility, and mental status. Let's complete these areas of the report. Mr. Anderson was alert and oriented at the time of the fall, and he rates his pain level as 2. After you enter and save the pain level, you can see the pain level within the Weights and Vitals tabs of the resident's chart. Next, let's review the injuries post-incident section of the incident report. If configured within your community, you can enter resident injuries following the incident. For example, you notice bruising a few days after the incident is recorded. Because we're documenting just after the incident occurred, there is no post-incident injuries to note at this time. Let's move on to the next section, Factors, where you can document predisposing environmental, physiological, and situation factors that may have contributed to the incident. Mr. Anderson was wearing his house slippers when he slipped in a puddle of water and fell in the dining room. Let's complete the factors for the report. After you complete the factors section, let's move on to the witnesses section. Here, you can see any witness statement information regarding the incident. Before entering witness information and statements, you must select Was this incident witnessed? And click New to add witnesses. To add staff witnesses, they must be point-click care users. Otherwise, ancillary staff can be used. Angela is one of the staff members who witnessed Mr. Anderson's fall. Let's enter Angela's witness statement. After you complete the incident witness information, click Save. Next, you see the Action section, where you can document notification of the incident, complete progress notes, and any triggered forms. Let's add the physician notification of the incident. After you document the physician notification, click Save. Next, let's click New and enter progress note information about the incident. After you complete the progress note, click Sign and follow the prompt. After you save and sign the progress note, you can see the note within the Progress Note tab of the resident's chart. With Mr. Anderson's witness fall, the Morse Fall Scale form is triggered automatically. Let's complete the form. Click New. The reasons for the form window appears. Based on configuration, the triggered form is created with the date and time the incident was started. Because this form is triggered from a fall, let's select Post Fall as the type of form and click Save. After the type of form is saved, the Morse Fall Scale form opens. Let's complete the form. After you complete the form, click Save and Sign and Lock and Exit and follow the prompts. Let's review the completed form. With appropriate security, a link is available within the Form and Progress Note section of the resident chart that brings you back to the incident. Let's click Go to Incident Link and continue documenting the incident. Based on your community policies following an incident, you may be required to review the service plan, complete an unusual occurrence report, and indicate if a care conference is required. This information can be selected in the incident report. However, this information does not show on any reports. The next section we see is Notes, where you can add any notes pertaining to the incident that are not captured elsewhere in your report. These notes are not stored in the resident chart. Let's click New and enter a note regarding Mr. Anderson's fall. After you complete your note, click Save. The final section of the report is Signatures, where appropriate staff assigned can sign the incident report. Based on configuration, you can select the incident report to lock upon for a signature. Let's click Sign. Next to the appropriate position. If edits are required, the incident is locked and signatures need to be obtained again. Now that all areas of the incident report are complete, click Return to Active List so that we can see the incident here for viewing and sign off by others.
Okay, so it's pretty simple. The only thing that's going to be different than what was on that video is that instead of where they said to go, we have different options. So we're going to want to go to Clinical, and under Care Management, go to Risk Management. And then it's going to give you this, and you're going to go to Active, and that's where you're going to hit New on that and fill this out. Now, on the witness section, I can't get into that without showing people's names. You can put in also other residents. That's an option if they witnessed it, so you could put in their witness statement. Also on the notifications portion, you can put in there the family member when you select that. So we are supposed to start doing this as of April 1st. Per CSS, so it can be tracked digitally. And there's a bunch of different incident reports, but we're going to focus on the fall portion right now and starting doing our fall reports electronically. So we will give it a go.